omgrenee. Welcome to my very first YouTube video. Anyways, I'm from the Philippines, and last month of May 6th, I flew from here, Manila, to London. That is 17 hours by a plane and 10,000 plus kilometers. Yes, it was so tiring actually because I had to sit down. Imagine sitting down just straight in your back for 17 hours, literally halfway around the world just to see the Vamps. It's crazy, I know. But you know what? I love them, so The first show that I went to was in London. I went to the arena around 11 a.m. Then I met a couple of friends there. You know, them and here. And there's like someone in the bottom there. I met like Beth, Kaylee, Rach, a lot of people. I'm from the Philippines and I have friends halfway around the world. It's crazy. I met them through Twitter and I'm so grateful and thankful to have them. My friend had a VIP and I didn't have VIP because I couldn't afford one anymore because, I mean, who has the money to get VIP if you already spent it on travel, hotel, food, expense just to get to the venue? I mean, no, I don't have that money. I lined up in another line, Brad Pitt stage. There's a runway and then there's another mini stage. In front of that mini stage is like a pit. That's where I was, and I was all alone. I was wearing a pink dress and a white denim jacket because, you know, I thought it was just gonna be like, you know, chilly, not cold. When I went there, it was like 9 degrees. We had to sit down on the floor, and the floor was freezing. My legs were dead. I couldn't feel anything. Like, you know that point when you're so cold, you literally just... Yeah, that's me. Around 6:30, we stood up and went inside the venue. First impression, massive. The venue was big. The stage, it was so big. I'm so used to the small stages in the Philippines. It was so new and grand for me to experience something different and unique. When I first entered, it was actually so chill. Nobody was running. Everyone was just like walking. I wasn't actually barrier because I didn't have VIP and VIP have early entrance. It was fine for me because nobody was pushing, I had a good view. I was like second row. During Risk It All, Connor went to the front, literally right in front of me. I was just looking at him because I was so in shock. He was so close to me. Everyone was like jumping, dancing, and singing. Nobody pushing. You know, I've said this so many times, but nobody pushing. Not crowded, not anything. It was amazing. It was my first time to hear Shape of You mashup live. It's literally my theme song of my whole existence. I could listen to it anytime and anywhere and I would never get sick of it because I love that mashup with my whole heart. We can listen to it right now. You're not all night, no sleep, cause I feel like I'm always dreaming. Who do you love? Are you sure? So yes, I witnessed Shape of You mashup live. It's amazing. I can now die in peace. It was so fun, the best time of my life, and I will never forget it. Moving on to the second show, it was in Nottingham. It took, I think, almost 2 hours to get there. Since I stayed in Europe for 2 weeks, I had to drag this huge suitcase that weighed 31 kilos. I am convinced that I lost 5 pounds. But then I all ate it back because the food's good there. But anyways, before going to the arena, it was raining. The weather was so bad. Imagine having to walk under the rain for less than an hour. The arena was actually small. I was literally soaking wet. I met up with some friends. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot to mention, the day after the Vamps show in London, you know those big red buses you see in London? Yeah, we rode those. Little did I know, Reese baby from New Hope Club was in the same freaking bus as me. It was the double-decker bus. I was in the front of the double-decker bus, like here. Then he was at the back. I didn't know it at all. I was tired, so I wasn't minding anyone. I was just sitting down using my phone. Then family at the back stood up. Then I saw this guy. Had really nice hair. But then he had shades on, so I wouldn't have recognized it because it was just his back view. And when he faced me going down the stairs, I was like, oh my god, that is him. That's really Reese baby. He was in the same bus as me. The following day, I met him. So for New Hope Club VIP, we had to line up and we were in the very front of the line. First thing was sound check. There's so few people. I think there were just like around 35. It was so funny because Blake actually dabbed back when he saw us dabbing at him. After that, we went to a room. Can I just say, we were having a freaking disco. Literally red, blue, green, pink, flashing everywhere. And the room was so dark. And then, I saw my angels in front of me. They were walking. They walked past us. They were like, hey guys, hey. I was like, oh my god, that's Blake, Reese, George. It's my first time to meet them. It's my first time to see them up close. Oh my god. No one was going to Blake. Everyone was going to George and Reese. So I was like, oh my god, let's just go to Blake because no one was going to him. So we had Blake for the longest time. My friends met Blake first and then I met him last. He was so sweet. He opened his arms so wide that he wrapped it around me. I was like, I have my whole world around me. I don't know, I think I'm just short, but he was like so tall. I told him I was from the Philippines and he was like, oh, that's amazing. I want the New Hope Club to go to the Philippines because I know in the Philippines there's a huge fan base there. I made a pinky promise to Blake. I made him promise that he should go to the Philippines because he should. I mean, why shouldn't he, right? And second, I went to Reese. Reese for me was the shy type one. I told him the story that I saw him in the London bus. Out of all buses, I mean like, I think that's faith, you know? Joke, I don't know. He was like, yeah, I know. I think you tweeted it to me before. I was like, oh my god, he saw my tweets. Lastly was George. He was truly the best person in this planet. He's lovely. He's the most amazing person. Oh, we talked for a bit then for our photo together. I was supposed to do the squishy cheeks thing. You know when you do like that? I was supposed to do that to Reese, but then I completely forgot about it. So I was like, oh, I should just do it with George. So I did it with George. Then he was so cute. Like I grabbed his squishy cheeks. His cheeks are softest thing on earth. Then I gave him another hug again. He's just so cuddly. I love him with my whole heart. So overall, New Hope Club VIP was so worth it. And for the Nottingham show, did not know anyone at all. It was kind of empty at first. It was just me sitting down. It was so awkward because like everyone in the back, to the side, everyone around me were in groups or in pairs. They were with their friends. I was just like sitting down. Hi. Was the Tide, and then New Hope Club, and then Sabrina, and then the Vamps. I think Nottingham is my favorite one so far because, again, what I said earlier, it's more intimate. The venue is smaller, so I feel like the bands get to interact with the audience more. Oh my god, how can I forget my embarrassing story with The Simpsons. Before the show, I was just sitting down, you know, me being a loser that I am. Then I was like, oh my god, I think that is Derek Simpson. So weird to call them. So I was like, I was gonna discreetly take a picture of them, like, I don't know, 10 feet away from me. I was like this. You know, the secretly take a picture of a random cute guy. I took a picture that was like, oh my god, the flash went on. Lit up, so bright. Then I did like that to my phone. I literally almost dropped it on the floor because I was so embarrassed. And the whole Simpson family looked at me. They all looked at me. How embarrassing is that? It was fun. Ended late. I was extremely tired and thirsty. The third show was in Birmingham. I had the Vamps VIP. How I got this VIP was through a Twitter contest that the Vamps held. I think a week before the show. The competition was you had to tweet a hashtag. It was the Vamps VIP. You just need to tweet that hashtag, then the Vamps will randomly pick a winner to win a VIP. On the day of choosing the winner of the Vamps VIP, we're also gonna sell additional VIPs. I was crying so much. because I didn't want to spend any more money because it was too much already if I spent another 8,000 to meet them, because I already spent it all on everything. Again, I don't have the money for it anymore. Literally none at all. I remember that we were going around tourist places, then out of nowhere I would cry because I would remind myself that, oh my god, this is my chance to meet the boys. I came halfway around the world and I wouldn't meet them. That's heartbreaking. Went back home. I was sad. Of course I was sad because I didn't have any VIP. I had no way to meet them at all. Thousands of people, thousands of fans. I mean, the Vamps fandom only, that's a lot. And a bunch of people, I don't even know if they're even fans. They were just joining because of the sake of the free VIP. So I was like, oh my god, I have no chance at all. But then, you know what? Just give it a try. Then when they announced the winner, I cried. Like, literally, tears were falling down in my eyes. My mom thought something bad happened, but that was just me crying because I want something. For the VIP, I met up with people from around the globe. I met up with Vivi from Germany, and I met, Nanami, she's from Japan. Can you imagine? Philippines, Germany, Japan, and loads of other places. I know people from Australia went there, I know people from Spain who went there. It's just truly amazing how the Vamps bring people together and make them a family. When the time came for VIP, we went inside. I got the lanyard. This is the lanyard that I got. I don't know why I'm so happy over this little thing. The lanyard just makes me feel so special. I also brought some souvenirs with me. I got the paper hearts. A whole bag of paper hearts. Yes, I brought this bag with me because I wanted to take some paper hearts home with me for as a remembrance, and some Filipino fans also wanted the paper hearts. So I was like, oh yeah, that's the least that I could do. So I got, I remember counting them when I was in London. I got 170. Yes, that's a lot. Look at all of that. It's literally a whole bag of it. So going back to Birmingham, I had so much fun. First time meeting the boys properly. As you all know, in the Philippines, the VIP meet and greet here is so bad. It cost $1,000. You could buy a dog. You could buy a dog with the price of the VIP. Anyways, for Birmingham, we went inside this. It was so weird because the room, it's not really a room, it's like a warehouse. It was humongous. There were like 300. I swear to god, there were so much people. It's because of the additional VIP. But then, you know, I think that's also good because more people get to meet them. But then, the only thing bad about it was the time people want to meet the Vamps. I just want to talk to them. Say hi, hello, how are you? You know, just a normal conversation. But then sadly, others couldn't have that because there's this security guard. He's bald. That's why we call him Bald Eagle. He shouts at people when they take more than 10 seconds. I was actually so sad and worried because the people in front of me, all they did was like, hi, hi, hi. Others didn't even get to hug them. But then I was like, you know what? It's okay. I won't let anything ruin my moment because this was gonna be the best. It was gonna be the highlight of my trip. Oh my god. It's literally the Vamps were right in front of me. Brad, Justin, Connor, James, they were in front of me. Something was sinking in my mind. I just couldn't believe it that I was gonna meet them right there. And then the meet and greet itself. First, I went to Connor. I went to hug him. I was like, hi, I'm Hehe. I'm from the Philippines. He said he remembers me. He said, Connor Ball from the Vamps said he knows me. Oh my god. I don't know how he remembers me, but then he said he knows me. I had no time to ask anymore because, you know, security is such in a rush. You're like, they gotta go fast. Next was Tristan. So amazing. Like, he gave me this huge hug. He was so cute. They talked to him for a bit. Next was Brad. You know my boy Brad. I love Brad. He's my number one. I told him everything. Imagine summarizing my whole trip, my whole experience, my whole everything within 3 seconds. It was so hard, but I think he understood it. The next was James. When I was about to hug James, he said this hello in a very deep voice. After hugging James, I went to the middle and I was like talking to them all. They were like counting. Like 1, 2. I was like, is this a picture? Is this a picture? So then I had the same place, then smile, and I was like, oh, can we do a group hug? He was already counting while we were about to do a group hug. By the time he said 3 and took the picture, we weren't even ready. I think I was in the middle of blinking because my eyes are like that. You can't even see my eyes, and my smile was like that. Tristan, he didn't even look ready at all. Anyways, sum it up. That was amazing. Honestly, the best day of my life. I loved every single minute of it. My hands were shaking so much. My legs were shaking. Everything was shaking. My whole body was shaking because I still couldn't sink in my head that I met the Vamps right there in UK, in Birmingham, when my whole life is complete. So during the show, one of the prankster, George's mic was too high. George's mic, you know how tiny George, I mean, I wouldn't say tiny, but then he's the smallest out of the boys. He was literally, this is him, and then the mic was right over here. It was so funny because he tried to sing but he couldn't sing at all because he couldn't reach the mic. I'll never forget the experience that I had in UK because of the Vamps. I met tons of amazing people. They're friends that I'll keep forever. They may be halfway around the world, but I love them and I will hopefully someday visit them soon. So if you want something different, something new, something cool, something out of this world, I advise you to travel. If it takes you 2 years to save up, not going out, not going shopping, not buying makeup, not anything, just to save every single penny, do it. That's a wrap, and thank you for watching my first video. Bye!